Welcome back. Thank you so much, Ashley Asachi, for taking us through that feature on piercings and how it's done, the process of getting a piercing. So you know what? If you want a piercing, you know where to get it. I had promised you earlier that I have an amazing guest that goes by the name Patricia Eroto. Patricia is a beauty and a hair and beauty graduate. She's also a runway and a commercial model. She is a beautician and a business lady, and also the current Miss Pink Ribbon Samburu County. She's here with us to take us through the journey, but right before all that, join us on all our social media platforms at KUTV Kenya on Twitter, at KUTV Kenya on Facebook, and at KUTV_Kenya on Twitter. Share with us your opinions, your feedback, anything you have to say in regards to the show up until where we are. You know, talk to us and also talk to Patricia. Hi, Patricia.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Nasikia asubuhi ya leo.
Nasikia fit.
Yeah. Uko na piercings ngapi? Moja?
Yeah.
Just one?
Yes.
Your thoughts and feelings about getting another piercing?
No.
None?
No, I don't like unnecessary pains.
Really? Let me say, I was like that. I got my second piercing roughly 2 months ago, and I used to say the same thing. But I'm glad I got it. It was an unnecessary pain. But every time I look at myself in the mirror, I feel so proud of myself to have taken myself there as an adult and allowed myself to feel pain intentionally. But I love what I look like now. Anyway, karibu sana.
Asante.
Who is Patricia Eroto Lotit?
Patricia Eroto Lotit is a model, an entrepreneur, or rather a business lady. Yeah, and shughuli zingine mingi.
Shughuli mingi hizo ndo tunataka kusikia. Hizo shughuli mingi ni gani?
Sasa hizo shughuli mingi ndo nimesema, hizo za kumodel, za business lady, beautician.
What businesses do you do?
Like I sell shoes.
You sell shoes? Oh, nice, interesting. When did you start your journey as a runway and a commercial model?
I started my journey like 2 years ago. But I wasn't publicly, like nilikuwa tu chini ya maji. But sikukuwa Nairobi. The time I was at Naivasha. So when I came to Nairobi, somebody introduced me to that Miss Pink Ribbon stuff. Yeah.
So what is Miss Pink Ribbon?
Miss Pink Ribbon is about cancer. Cancer, you know, it has a pink ribbon.
Yes.
That's why wakaita Miss Pink Ribbon, and it was a runway. So we were representing all the counties, and I was from Samburu County. Yeah.
So that's where Miss Pink Ribbon Samburu County came from.
Yeah.
What opportunities has this brought for you?
It has brought very many opportunities. Like for now, napata endorsement because of that Miss Pink Ribbon. Like unaitwa hata mali uongelee story ya cancer, educate people about cancer. Yeah.
I'm curious, what kind of endorsements?
Like you can become a brand ambassador because somebody saw you somewhere on a runway. Yeah.
That's interesting. Industry, the beauty industry. How long have you done this?
For 2 years.
For 2 years. So how has the industry or the journey been for you for those 2 years?
Like it's cool. The beauty journey is very cool. Yeah, sina ma ups and downs. Hiyo ni kitu tu, is a mobile thing. Somebody's calling, oh, kuja mfanye hivi na hivi. And
speaking of the ups and downs, what are some of the ups that you've had? Some of the ups. Tell us the ups and the downs.
The ups and downs, what will complain about the price? Maybe you can find maybe my price is higher. There's somebody else who is anamlipisha bei kiasi. Like unapata mimi nikikwambia 2,000 and you're like, fulani analipisha 500, sijui analipisha 1,000. You're like, and maybe tuna work differently. Maybe vitu zangu ni expensive kushinda hizo.
So can you say maybe it's because of the competition?
Yeah, it's the cause of the competition.
If you could change something in the industry right now, what would it be?
What?
If you had the power and the strength to change anything in the industry you're in right now, what would you change?
In the beauty industry, I'm a model. Both. What I would change is that I will educate more people and encourage them. Yeah. Maybe to join. Yeah. And not to get used. Unajua kuna watu wanawatumia bado kwa hizi industries. They want you to do this for favors. Yeah, vitu kaa hizo.
That makes a lot of sense. You said you're a business lady and you sell shoes. I don't know if we can see her shoes. She has very, very pretty shoes. Take me through the journey of being a shoe business lady.
Being a shoe business lady, you know, sometimes kuna time business iko juu na kuna time business iko chini. Yeah, and inadependana na kwenye unaorder and prices. Juu kuna za unauza za Mtware, kuna mwenye unauza za duka, and most people prefer kwenda kwa Mtware. Okay, Mtware ni mtumba.
Oh. You're also a beautician.
Yeah.
What do you do? A makeup artist?
I mean, nail technician.
Oh, you're a nail technician. Oh, that's interesting. Last week we had an episode on the show you've just watched called Beauty Hack in the nail industry. We were looking at the process of making nails. At least we have someone one-on-one we can ask questions. Take us through the process of making nails.
Making nails depends on what you want. Maybe you want tips, you want acrylics, you want your natural nails. Ina depend na what wewe unataka. Yeah.
Nails has become a very booming business as well. You can attest to that.
Yes.
Nini inakuanga outstanding about maybe you in the industry ya sasa ya kutengeneza nails?
Sorry?
What's the outstanding thing about you, or rather that one thing you do differently in the nail industry?
That's one thing we do kwa industry yetu ya nails. Like we use legit stuffs. Like hakuna siku utaipata mtu ametengenezwa na vitu zetu akisema nails zake ziliharibika. You know, there are nails who turn black according to the products you are using. If you're using fake products, nails za mtu who turn black, or rather zina cut.
They chip.
Yeah, the black lining katikati ya nails.
Or that is brought about by fake products.
Fake and cheap products. Hiyo ndo inaleta na hizo.
So me as a client, how would I know that you're using cheap products on me without necessarily sitaki kungoja hadi hiyo point yenye nails zangu zimeanza kuturn black? So what exactly, how
it's up to you to know the products you want to use. Unajua mimi nikikuja niko business, siwezi kuambia hii product ni fake product. It's up to you. Know the vitu zenye unataka. It's just like your face. You know, I want this concealer, I want this, you what, you know, yenye unataka. So when you come na ukiangalia this is not the one nataka, you say I want this one. Product zote ziko, like when you go everywhere, tuacha kwa beauticians wako na product zote. So wewe kama ujue yenye unataka, utapewa hiyo fake. Take your fake and you will pay
the same amount of money.
Yeah.
That's some good advice. What are some of the downsides now? The disadvantages of that industry, the nail industry?
Competition. Like when you go everywhere, like ukienda hadi tao unapata tu watu wanakwambia nails. Kama ujaji brand we mwenyewe, like uko na watu wako specific, kuna
it will be easy for you to get swayed off the streets.
Yeah.
Oh. 5-10 years ago, rather let's just say 5-10 is such a big number. 5 years ago, would you have thought you would be where you are now?
No.
What were your dreams 5 years ago?
Okay, actually 5 years ago I was still schooling. Yeah. I was still in school na sikukuwa na dreams ati one day I'll become a model, one day I'll do this and
What
this.
were your dreams initially?
I can't tell that I had dreams that time.
You know, like when we were growing up, I normally tell people I wanted to be a doctor at some point. I have a story. I used to tell people I want to be a doctor. Very recently, my mother found a letter that I had written to her when I was, I think, 8 or 9. And I don't know if it is something I had watched, and there were mothers delivering babies. So in that letter, I had written that when I grow up, I want to have my own hospital where women will be delivering their children with no pain. And I read that letter. I should bring that letter here. I should read it here for you guys. And it reminded me of the days when I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a pilot before I wanted to be a doctor. I think I watched what I watched, and I suddenly wanted to be a doctor. So moving forward, life happened, and then I realized this is my dream. I've always wanted to be a journalist. So I'm asking you, what is it you wanted to be? You may have wanted to be a nurse, a doctor, a pilot, what else can you be? An engineer.
You know me, when I was joining Form 1, like niliulizangu unataka kuwa
Kwa
nini
nini
when you grow up? And I was there frontline saying a surgeon.
You wanted to be a surgeon. You do operate surgery on nails though.
I wanted to be a surgeon, like I could figure out myself as a surgeon. That time I was in Form 1. Like, when nilifika Form 2 nikasema surgeon kweli. Nikasema tena maybe I can just whatever I'm doing saizi sijawahi fikiria naweza kuwa. I never thought I can do nails. I never thought I can model. Nilikuwa nafikirianga tu vitu zingine. Yeah.
So what do you have planned out for your modeling career in the next few years?
In the next few years nataka nikuwe far. Maybe nikuwe kama nimeenda kama kwa Miss Kenya hivi. Yeah. Hakuna mtu anajionanga nyuma, by the way. Unaweza sikia nikisema Miss Universe. Which
is still very possible. I have a friend of mine she goes by the name of Bunnies. Bunnies would have never thought that she was going to be, she was I think the first runners-up Miss Kenya, Miss World Kenya. And to date she says that it was just something she woke up and said, you know what, I want to do this, so I know it's possible. It's not a big
deal.
Yeah.
Like when I was very shy, by the way. Mimi singeongea mbele ya watu, hata singetembea. I know watu wakiniona, they were like, where did you gain that confidence?
Where did this come from?
Like my teachers just I was that tiny silent student, hata singewahi ongea. Mimi hata ungeniandika noise maker ungeambia huyo umemwekelea.
You are lying.
True, very true.
Wow. If you were to talk to 15-year-old you, what would you tell her?
I would tell her never to give up. Like we've been through a lot, struggle, tunapitia mambo. Okay, sometimes ni poa ku give up. Give up and try tomorrow. Don't give up forever. Just give up today, wake up tomorrow and try it again. Yeah.
Who do you look up to? Who is your role model?
My role model is Adut Akech. Yeah. I really love her. I go through story yake, naona vitu amepitia, and I'm like, wow, I can do this. Naona kama life yangu imekuwa a little bit better than hers, and she's very far. Yeah.
Wow. Someone you look up to internationally?
Internationally ni yeye
tu bado.
Locally
kuna mtu amefika bei.
And I say kufika bei ni venye you're not keen. You know, you just have that one person you're following.
Oh.
Okay, so I don't know to maybe internationally, locally.
There's always just that one person. Interesting. In terms of your biashara, of selling shoes, do you have plans to, expand, do more?
Yeah, I have plans to expand. Maybe nikuwe nauza viatu na boutique. Yeah, things like that.
That's interesting. In the modeling industry?
Modeling industry inakuanga pia na ups and downs. Okay, most of the people will want to use you. Most wenye unapatana na wao, like, so you find out utakuwa una lose vitu mingi kwa sababu hawagree na wao. Yeah. Hiyo ndo the biggest challenge yenye iko kwa tuseme kwa art na whatever industry. Hiyo ndo the biggest challenge.
That's the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Wow, we're coming to the end of the conversation. You've studied hairdressing. Have you practiced it?
Yes.
You're also a hairdresser?
I can do that, but I don't like doing it.
Also, you do it maybe every once in a while?
Yeah, once in a while, but sipendi, but najua I can do it.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing with us your journey. Maybe a parting shot as you give us your social media platforms.
Parting shot, naweza waambia tu venye tu nimewambia, never give up, but you can give up today and try tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Social media, where do you find you on social media?
Social media, IG Eroto Lotit. TikTok at Eroto 8KE. Then FB Eroto Lotit.
Eroto Lotit. Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay.
We have come to the end of the conversation. You can keep sending in your feedback. Our social media platforms are at KUTV Kenya on Facebook, at KUTV Kenya on Instagram, and at KUTV_Kenya on Twitter. We will be coming back with some more stories.